Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NAVB. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I'll let you this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And in this case, makes kind of summarizing things. You know, this thing is basically just a pump and dump today. Now, I don't mean pump and dump in the sense of this is some shady company being run out of Somalia. I just make that statement and observation based strictly on how the price acted today. And my definition of a pump and dump is that a price makes a really nice move, and then within a relatively short amount of time, the price is right back to where it started, or in some cases lower. So the reason I'm not going to quite call it a pump and dump is because, just to give a little more context, the price finally broke outside of this channel that it had been trapped down below for a very, very long time. So sorry about the pause there. I had a little bit, some sort of issue there. But anyway, so for the longest time, the price was trapped down below this 46-cent mark. I mean, you go back into the history of the chart and you can see that, the price tried to get above it there and was rejected. You get the point. So the price did break above that area, and that's kind of where I'm, calling it my starting point, because that's where essentially the breakout did indeed start. So, I mean, you go quickly through the definition. It started there. I would say and hope we can all agree that was a really, really strong move. Second part, within a relatively short amount of time. Well, considering this all happened in the same day, once again, I'm hoping we can all agree that this was a relatively short amount of time. Price goes back to where it started, or in some cases lower. So to be fair to the bulls, and why I'm not just quite calling this a pump and dump, is the price could continue to go sideways here a little bit and then start to work its way back upwards. And in that situation, if that were to happen, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have this set of lows down there. If you picture each of these as stair steps, then from the big picture of things, okay, fine, yeah, the bulls are technically making progress in the upwards direction. But if the price cannot hold above this point and the price, goes through it and then starts to separate to the downside, at that point in time, the price would literally be right back inside of this area where it all started, and that is the epitome of a pump and dump. So can't quite call it a pump and dump, but the bulls better bring their A game next week, because their wiggle room is gone, and that wiggle room, again, all revolves around that 46-cent mark. So we'll see if the price can stay above it or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.